Welcome back to CNN News. I'm Diggy Bika.
And I'm Samir Khan. And today, one more death has been added to the average of 3 million deaths per year. Today we're going to discuss the rise of teen drug use.
And more specifically, how media influences them to use drugs.
Did you know that on average, teens listen to about 2.5 hours of music a day, and about 1/3 of the songs are explicit?
And 14% of today's songs reference marijuana.
Here's an example of how drugs can be used by listening to media.
Is this thing on? Word.
So what, we get drunk. So what, we smoke weed. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees.
Oh, shit.
So what, we go out.
Let me get a lighter.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Cause you know I'm high as fuck.
If these people are using drugs and they're rich and famous, then why don't I try drugs too?
On average, there are about 84 references to drug abuse every day. If the listener listens for 2.5 hours a day.
That means that every week there are about 591 references, and per year there are about 30,732 references.
That is because on average only 9% of pop songs had lyrics relating to drugs or alcohol. The number jumped to 14% for rock songs, 20% for R&B and hip-hop songs, 36% for country songs, and 77% for rap songs.
Even though there are lots of substance abuse lyrics, talks about tobacco has not been very high. Even though there's still a substance problem, 40% of teens in 2000 said programs make drugs seem okay, down from 44% in 1997.
Though the rates are dropping, it is still a problem because headphones are letting kids listen to explicit music without parents knowing.
Even though drug abuse is still lowering, there is also a lot of alcohol use shown in movies.
More about that after the break. Thank you. Welcome back to CNN.
We will continue covering media influences on drugs and alcohol.
Alcohol has yet again claimed the life of one more kid in this past week from drunk driving.
That adds the total to a total of 110 that have died so far this year from drunk driving.
On average, there is only one death every 31 minutes from drunk driving.
Here's an example of a victim caught on tape.
Ready? From 1995, there have been 634 movies that have referenced drugs or alcohol.
Alcohol consumption in movies has influenced over 500,000 kids between 18 to 24 years of age in 2006.
Alcohol has become a very large problem because in movies it makes alcohol seem cool because it is in party scenes.
Alcohol is very accessible to most kids because it is legal for people over 21 to get it. That is why the problem with kids is growing.
Alcohol rate of influence drinking is slowly increasing. But there is also influence about tobacco because famous celebrities, icons use it.
If Lady Gaga is smoking and people are cheering for her and liking it, then maybe I should try smoking too.
Welcome back. My name is Diggy Bika.
And I'm Samir Khan, and we are continuing with our discussion with media influences on alcohol and drugs.
Our last topic is on celebrity icons that use tobacco and are influencing kids to use it as well.
One more death has been blamed on tobacco use. There are on average 443,000 deaths each year related to tobacco.
There are many forms of tobacco. The most common is smoking, then followed by chewing tobacco and tobacco patches.
There are many ways to get rid of tobacco addiction, but what is it that makes people start using it in the first place?
Celebrity influence could be to blame.
Actors in Hollywood, such as Charlie Sheen, are big names in the movie and show business, but these actors use tobacco. But kids can think that these actors are so cool and start using them as well.
Tobacco use started becoming popular in the 1950s when famous people such as Al Johnson and John Wayne started smoking in cigarette commercials.
In Hollywood today, there are about 227 famous actors that use some kind of tobacco.
In conclusion, there are so many deaths relating to drugs and alcohol due to media influence. It is if having a 747 aircraft get full of teens crash every 2 weeks.
That is about 50 kids dying every day. Now, more with the weather with Akshay.
It'll be raining.